When we think about how missional communities make disciples in everyday life, I think it starts by helping every person in our missional communities see that that they matter and that they are sent, and that all of life matters. So that every person, every day, everywhere they go to school and to work and to play and to get coffee or get a meal with a friend, that all of this is the context for mission and discipleship. And so a real starting point is helping every person in our missional communities see that they have that identity as disciple makers and as sent missionaries, and that they've been gifted to do some of that work, that their personality plays into how they do that work, and that they play a specific role in the lives of specific people, and that they are important. Every person and their gifting and their personality is important to that missional community and helping them make disciples. And so another aspect then for a missional community is helping them clearly define how they're going to live this life together with intentionality. And so a missional community have to talk, they have to pray, and they have to see together how they're going to live everyday life with intentionality. And so they talk through how and where and when they're going to eat, and how and when and where they're going to play and work and celebrate and have parties. And so they're thinking through the normal stuff of life together and saying, how do we grow as family in the midst of that? And how do we go on mission to the people we've been sent to in normal everyday stuff? And so all the people around us in our neighborhoods, in our cities that we work with, that we go to school with, are doing these same things. They're eating, they're working, they're playing, they're celebrating, they're resting. And so this life is not additional things for us to do. It's not adding more to our already busy schedules, but it's being intentional about the normal stuff we're already doing, and being intentional with the relationships that exist in those places and with those things that we're already doing. And I think this is really a big part of the discipleship process, because many Christians don't go to work that way, and they don't go to school that way, and they don't live in their neighborhood that way, where they feel like much of life doesn't really matter, or much of life doesn't really count in terms of discipleship. I go to work and I go to school and I live in my neighborhood, but those things don't affect discipleship. They don't affect relationships, because we often have this idea that discipleship and mission happens in the context of events and programs and things that happen at the church, or that are organized only by the church. And it's true that we do those things also, but we need to help our people and help our missional communities grow in seeing that all of life matters. And that in all of life, every day, everywhere, with every person, there's opportunity to influence and to love them and to serve them and to bring the gospel to them in both tangible ways and through our words and the things we say and how we talk about life and how we go deep into their stories. All of those things matter. So when we go to work with this perspective and this intentionality, I'm not just going to work to earn money or to get a job done. I'm going there as someone who's sent to love these people and serve these people at my workplace, or at my school, or in my neighborhood, or at the park, or on this sports team that I spend time with, or at the school where my children go. And so all of these places are little mission fields that we always, again, they're already part of our life. It's not something new. It's not something we're adding to our schedule. We're already doing these things. We're already going these places. So the question becomes, how do we do them together as a family, sent to these people in these places, and to bring intentionality in each of those relationships and in each of those moments. And so we need to, as a missional community, again, discuss and pray and specifically discern how the Spirit is calling us to live this way.